Question from Parampara Vani Prabhu. Is it authentic to use Radha Kunda tilak? Answer. Certainly there is nothing wrong with using Radha Kunda tilak. Now different devotees can have different devotional sentiments and accordingly they can use different things. Some devotees may use water from Radha Kund for the tilak that they use for Gopi Chandan. So that is also wonderful. The principal point is that we don't develop sahajiyaik tendencies by such things. That means just because I am wearing a Radha Kund tilak, that doesn't make me more advanced. And generally speaking, in ISKCON, when devotees follow a particular standard, it is not good for us to advocate some other standard. But if we feel inspired by something, there's absolutely nothing wrong in it. Some devotees, for example, while chanting, in between every mantra, every round, they may feel like reciting one verse of Shikshashtakam because it inspires them. Now, or some devotees may want to chant Namacharya Shri Haridas Thakur ki Jai several times before they start chanting. There's absolutely nothing wrong with that. But that should not be imposed. Now that may be inspiring for them and they shouldn't make themselves appear special in front of others because of doing that. Nor should they make others feel low down because they are not doing that. Srila Prabhupada is given as a standard, and if we wish to supplement that in some other way, because it inspires us, we have full freedom to do that. But we should not make that which is supplementary the same as that which is necessary. And we should not let the supplementary replace the necessary. That means if I don't chant the Guru Pranam mantra and I just chant Namacharya Haridas Thakur ki Jai, then that is not proper. So with respect to Radha Kund tilak, in general, if in our devotee community there is no senior devotee raises an objection to it, and that is not seen as sahajiyaik, then we can do that and we can wear it. And if somebody asks, we can tell them about it. But it's not that we have to go around advertising it. So generally, the important point is that we don't go about importing into Krishna consciousness as a standard that which was not given as a standard by Srila Prabhupada. But that we have to follow the standard doesn't mean that every single devotee has to be a Xerox copy of every other devotee. There is room for individuality, and if something inspires us, we can do that. But don't make that as a standard on others. And Radha Kund is very sacred. And Radha Kund, thus if we are using them, we have to be extremely careful that we don't let it fall on the ground and then our feet touches it or somebody else's feet touches it. All those things should not happen. But at the same time, if we feel inspired by that, if it invokes greater remembrance of Krishna for us, then we can do that. Of course, if you would like to do things a little more discreetly, that means we are not setting an example. It's not a bad example, but it's a different example. And if we don't want to set the different example, and still we want to remember Radha Kund and stay connected with Radha Kund, then a more discreet, that means less visible way of doing it could be using Radha Kund gel in our tilak. So we can have the normal tilak like everyone else. So the color is not different from what others have. At the same time, we are also not cutting off a connection that can inspire us. So overall, we can do this as a supplement, but don't make that as a standard for others to follow. Thank you.